Hello, welcome back. For those who don't know, my name is Apple and today is another vlog. I know it has been so long since I've been on here, but I'm back and hopefully here to stay. I hope everybody had a wonderful holiday season and continues to have a hopefully happy new year. But without further ado, let's get into the video. So for this first clip, I started doing this painting that I felt really good about, and I was so excited to do it because I haven't really done landscapes in a really long time. And I got a new desk set up, so I was so excited. But as I started going through the painting, I really just did not like it. Oh, I did not like it. So today's video is a video of me redoing this landscape that I was really excited to do but did not turn out the way that I had wanted. So here is what the old landscape looked like. It's really not that bad, but there were just so many things that I didn't like about it. I think when I went in with the pen, I totally ruined it, and I tried to go back over it with gouache, but it was really just not working out. So I've never redone like a painting before, but I was like, today's my first time. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. So here's a little spoiler, but this is what it came out to look like. I really like the second one so much more, so I'm going to show you really quickly how I went through all that. So first things first, I started with my sketch and I wet all the bottom half of my paper, as you can see, kind of from a little bit of the dewiness on the right side of my desk, but then I started laying down some colors, and I think in the first one I made the mistake of making them not too vivid. I low-key watered down my colors a little bit in the first one, which I think was a big reason why I didn't like it. So in this one, I tried to use a lot of pigment, maybe a little bit too much, but for now, I think it's better to work with more at first and then slowly build that from there. Then I started adding all the different colors, like the darks, and then parts where I wanted the light to be. And over this, because I thought it came out a little bit dark, I did mist over it a little bit so that it would come out a little bit lighter. Then I just did a little bit of blending the colors more together so that it looks a little bit more natural. Then I let it dry completely, and here I am starting on the rocks. The rocks were so hard to do. Honestly, going into it, I didn't think it would be so difficult but I've never really done rocks before. And oh my gosh, I totally underestimated it. But I watched Paul Clark's videos on YouTube. I'm gonna link it in the description. Paul Clark, thank you so much. I used his method of using a old plastic credit card on the rocks so that you can make like those little white parts and create some texture, and oh my gosh, what a big difference it made. It's definitely looking a little bit rough right now, but it'll get there. Here I am after I let the rocks completely dry, adding a little bit of moss onto the area. So here, after I did the base layers of like the moss / vines area, I used dry brush technique to try and start creating some texture for the plants and just slowly building up like those darker areas. Okay, so this part was actually my favorite part. I've never done this before, but I sprinkled some salt onto the watercolor to kind of make the colors have this really cool effect that you can see here, starting with the dark green. Oh my gosh, I'm definitely going to use this technique again in the future. I just really like the way that it came out. But I would say learn from my mistakes and probably don't do the salt on... I was working on like an elevated surface so that I wouldn't hurt my neck. But I think if you're doing the salt, you should definitely do it on a flat surface because I think a lot of the salt didn't end up sticking to the paper. But anyway, you can see a little bit of it in the corner. And then here I am just doing the darker part of the cave while that dries. Here I started to do the darker parts of the rocks. It actually looked okay before, but I still wanted to do some darker parts, so I went in with like a darker blue here. I think I definitely have to still keep practicing rocks, but I'm really happy with the way that it came out. Okay, here's like a halfway checkpoint. You can see the salt's effect in the green that's right here and right here especially, but I'm definitely going to use salt again in the future. Here I started to create the vines and the little stems of the leaves. Here I started to use the leaves. I know that the color looks a little bit darker, but I really used like a middle color and then it dries a lot lighter. I sort of just did these little blobs, but I kind of scribbled leaves shapes, so I hope that these really look like vines. Here it's going to start going really fast, but I literally just did the same thing on the vines and started to create like these leaf shapes. And then I realized that I didn't really have any reflection in the water. So then I sprayed the bottom area again and I tried to add some of the similar colors so that you could see the reflection of the leaves in the water. So here is the final result. I don't know if I'm going to come back to this, but I am satisfied with the way that it looks for right now, but I may add some stuff later on. So for now it's on standby, but here's me pulling off the tape. And yay! All done with this piece for now. Here are some highlights from this week, but my family and I decorate Christmas cookies every year, and my niece did this gingerbread man. It's supposed to be that thing from Shrek, the gingerbread man, but I don't know why it looks like that. But here's some other holiday cookies that we made. She made Kirby, I did that snowman and those other cutie gingerbread man, and then I did this one of me with my name. Aw, so cute. And then this one is Tata and the snowman, and then just little characters that I wanted to do. But happy holidays, and I'm happy to be back, and I will see you guys next week. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you like this video, and I will see you next week. Bye!